Hi, this is Eric Martin from Board Game Geek. I'm here with Matthias Wagner from Abacus Spiele and looking at Limas by designer Martin F. or Martijn. I should do the Dutch pronunciation. Martijn F. And this was previously released, or at least a design. He released a game called Cities,
yes.
And now this has been revised a little and changed with a new look and some new gameplay.
Yes. Actually, it has in common with Cities the basic system, but we did a lot of changes and also added another theme that we thought might fit better. And yes, probably you know the system. You have a deck of cards for each player, and you have some meeples for each player. And in this box it's for 1 or 2 player. You could play it solo, you could play 2, you could even play 3 or 4, but then you would have to have another game. What you do is you draw a card and you add it to a 4x4 square. You will build up during the game. Every player will do that on his own.
Okay.
And so if the first player drew the 10, then of course the red player must play the 10 as well, which is the same card in his deck. And you can add it wherever you want, of course in the 4x4 grid. And you try to have different landscapes added to a bigger landscape. And each time you place a card, you can choose to put also a meeple on one of the squares on the card. And depending on the landscape it is on, it has a different job or profession. So this one is a fisherman, we have the watchman on the tower, woodcutter in the woods, and we have the farmer on the grain fields. And you try to arrange them so that in the end each meeple will score a maximum of points. And there are different scorings for each profession. So the farmer would get 1 point for each little square in a grain field area. And this is the easiest one. We also know that from Cities. The woodcutter will get 1 point for each adjacent area. So this would be 1 point for this water around this big wood. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we have the fisherman. Here we have the boathouses at the edges of the water area, and he will get 1 point for each boathouse at the borders. And we also have the watchman, and he may be kind of similar to the cafes in Cities, where you had and here you have get 1 point for each wood square you see in a direct line in every direction. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points for him.
Okay. And then each player tallies his points. You see who wins. How does this change in the solitaire game, or are you simply trying to reach a threshold of score?
Yes, in the solitary game you simply try to have as many points as possible. And of course, if you play 2 or more players, you will you want to have a higher scoring than the other player.
And when will Limes be released?
It's still prototype. We are still working on some small graphic things, also on some small rules, and should be released mid-March, something like that.
Okay. Thanks very much for the review, Matthias.
Thank you.